old were you when you started your business? I can't help but feel like I'm behind. 28. And a week later my partner of 5 years left. And a week after that, I learned I was pregnant. It was absolute insanity. I don't know how I did it. But I did. And here I am, turning 38 in November, with a successful 5 local business. You can start a business at any age. I started mine about 8 months before I turned 50. Yep. I'm 50. Lol. You're not behind. Believe me. If you're under 70, you still have time. 27. I'm glad I started then because the first years in business were really hard and quite poor. I was still in the graduate school mindset of it's perfectly acceptable to sleep on the floor and eat mac and cheese as my primary source of nutrition. That's the kind of mindset you need when the business is young and you're just trying to keep the thing off the ground. I don't have that in me today. 15 years later, I couldn't do now what I did then. I like comfort and nice things now. Starting a business, you have to be really hungry. 48. Started 10 years ago. It's never too late to start. Just do the math. Check your plan. And then take the very first step. Then don't stop walking. First try 25 years old, fifth try 39 years old, successful. I'm 45 now. All that matters is you started. 46. Just a year and some change ago. 22. It took me until I was 28 or 29 to turn it into a full-time job. Mostly due to the fact that I had no idea what I was doing and no business education whatsoever. 32. And my first client comes in on Monday. 41. Left a cozy, well-paid job. And did not regret anything. All the best. Just be sure that there is a real demand for whatever you are going to sell. Be it cupcakes or your brainpower. 38. I guess. Certainly not the oldest entrepreneur, but no spring chicken. The race is only with yourself. I feel age doesn't matter as much as a desire to learn. The ability to adapt. And the attitude that mistakes will be made but growth will come from them. 31. Had great success and retired at 53. If you have the fire in your belly to work hard, then age doesn't matter. Reddit and internet culture in general has this obsession with tying age and life milestones together when the two are so arbitrary. Don't be dissuaded by crypto bros boasting $1 million gains in high school or drop shippers selling coaching courses while still going through puberty. What difference does it make if you hit your stride at 20 vs 50? What matters is that you hit your stride and you find success. Everyone's journey is unique to their own story, and this is your story. It is what it is. 28. But it took 7 years to fail. I started my first successful business at 40. 50 after a career in the Navy. Mine is getting underway at 48. I've had several career changes, this is one more. Should I feel like I'm behind? 34. I feel like it's the exact right time. Plenty of experience. But so much of my life ahead of me. This is the time most people in my industry get promoted to project management positions. 56. I open in a week. 41. Edited to add switched careers at 32. 20. The first time, went back to a straight job, and 29. The second time. 42. 40. How old are you? 35-ish. Slaved away in law for a while to save the money. 21 Currently 22 with a 5-star local service business and schedule around school surf. 26. I was almost too young. I could have used another 3-5 years in the real world and I would have been more prepared. 27 and currently am 34. 28. Started this year. 24 I am 28 now and feel old already. Tears of joy. Learned a lot of lessons. Age is a number. Look at Coronel Sanders for example. He was around his 60s when he franchised KFC. He had several jobs and business ventures while young and nothing worked. 60 years. It took him 60 years. But he made it. Everyone has their own timing. The important thing is to not give up. 27. Here I am, 42 years later. 22. My 20s were a rough time. Definitely didn't have the 20s most people did. Be it highs and lows. Now 15 years later. Still at it. 28. There's no right age. Just saw an entrepreneurial study that showed that the older the startup owner is, the more likely they are to succeed. For me, I did startups at 9, 31, 46 and 48. 2 successfully. 1 mare and 1 disappointing failure due to an unrealistic business partner. Just after I turned 24. 25. 34. 29 years ago. 28 here. Don't give up. You can do it. Thumbs up. Medium light skin tone. A lot of people don't do it until later in life. No biggie. You will benefit from many of the experiences you had before this point. Wife started her business at age 34. We had a middle-class NW then, about 100k saved. Age 47 last year, expat fat fired NW 9 meters with business in automatic mode and still netting 800k. Before taxes. About 250k in dividends and rental income too. Education business before anyone asks. Now looking to start a beverage business and social enterprise to fund animal welfare nonprofits. I was in my 30s. I don't think you can be behind. Some business require a high level of training and experience. The more experience you have, the better. My training, education, and experience working in my industry benefits my business. I could not have done well if I had worried about my age. 23. 26 Why? Oh. There's no age that's too young or too old. Start your business when you have the foundation to sustain your business financially, mentally, emotionally, and physically. The last thing you want to do is to pressure yourself into rushing to get started when you aren't ready. It's expensive starting a business, and those expenses don't just stop because we are overwhelmed. Many businesses fail in their first few years, often because people aren't ready to start it when they do. 23. Still in college, dropped out with a credit to go. Partnered with an old friend whose game store had failed a few times. Our attempt failed after a few months. But I took the scraps of what was left and reopened solo. 16 years later, I'm still here, better than ever. 22. I'm 26. I just started my online selling last month. After trying it when I was 20 and wasn't working out for me because of personal problems I was having then. Today it's a better story. Small sales totaling less than $1,000 so far, but who knows what could happen between now and next year. Might not work out and might work out. 21. 19. However, it is never ever 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 too old to start, bro. Do it.